Well, the Indiana Fever lose a very, very tough one. A squeaker as the New York Liberty, a team that one could argue is the best team in the WNBA, win by way of a squeaker. Some controversy on that last play, no doubt about it. In my opinion, it looked like Natasha Cloud probably fouled her. It was not called. The referees love to swallow their whistles at that time, that part of the game. But then again, they did not swallow their whistles with the foul call on Lexi Hall against Sabrina Ionescu just 3 seconds early.
Returning with another video, and this one is going to get people talking because, at the moment, everyone's focus is on the possibility that NBA referees could be fired for assisting the New York Liberty in defeating Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever on this shady call. I'm not just saying that for drama. What we witnessed on live TV was outright robbery, and I'm going to try to handle this with respect, but I'm furious about the way the referees handled this game. It wasn't just bad, it was insulting. It was one of those games where it felt like Caitlin Clark and the Liberty Art and the officials were the two teams the Fever were playing against.
Yesterday game was horrendous, bro. I mean, it was bad. I mean, this one might be one for the ages, bro. I can't even lie. The referees just exposed their hand so bad, bro. I mean, they just didn't care no more. They didn't care. The world was watching how bad the cause was. They didn't care at all. They was going to get their issue off against the Fever no matter what. And I'm here to tell you, that's exactly what went down, bro. I mean, they got their issue off in a major way, bro. I mean, there was countless of times I could literally look at the screen and know that was a foul. Dude, my 4-year-old son knew that was a foul, bro. I mean, what the hell? I mean, you would think with what they say coming into the season, you know, Kathy was made it her business to let them know that, you know, referees is going to be getting assessed for this next season and make sure they're making the right, proper calls. Man, at this point, we need NBA refs all the time, bro. I don't want these YMCA, junior league, high school ass referees, bro. We need real life refs because as of right now, they're costing the Indiana Fever major games that they definitely need to win. Even though it is early, bro, we need to win these games, bro.
Let's go all the way to Indiana, where the Indiana Fever were prepared to fight, and they did. They rallied from a 15-point deficit and displayed heart and vigor, but it didn't matter because the referees ended up making the headline. Let's face it, those New York players would have been in foul trouble by halftime if this had been the NBA half. Aaliyah Boston was being battered in the paint, Caitlin Clark was being attacked left and right, and the referees simply ignored the whistle like nothing was taking place. I warned you that if Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever began to succeed in the offseason, the referees would try to sabotage it, and that's precisely what occurred here. If you watch this game, you know exactly what I mean. It was difficult to watch. The crowd was shouting as the whistles vanished, and Caitlin Clark was cooking back-to-back threes, step-backs, buzzer drinks, and crossing over Sabrinaescu like it was nothing. The Fever came out in the second half, ready to play. The game was taken away from the players at that point, and I'm telling you, I wanted to hit the screen while watching the last few minutes. Caitlin Clark was hacked on a game-winning shot with just 2.9 seconds remaining. No review, no whistle. It's crazy that the referees allowed that to happen, and we're not just upset because it was Clark. We're upset because it was clear that it was wrong. Nothing, that's 3 free throws she should have had. That might have been the game.
Played on CBS was horrendous. These WNBA referees need to be fined. Something needs to happen. I mean, the lack of calls against the New York Liberties was at an all-time high, bro. I mean, if this was an NBA game, a lot of players would have been fouled out. A lot of players would have been in deep foul trouble. The way Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever was getting fouled, it was just hard to watch at times. Now, granted, they rallied back from a 15-1 lead. From a 15-point deficit. But, guys, I'm telling you right now, the referees are the storyline in this one, bro. And I told y'all, I stressed to y'all this offseason, I told y'all what it was. I say, if Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever
Boss, when even the commentators suggest that the defender may have committed an aggressive foul, you know it's awful. Obviously, only holding the position. After Lexi Hall was called for a foul that turned the tide of the game, the Liberty were able to turn the corner and score off that play. It seemed as though the referees had decided that possession was what made the difference, and nothing made sense after that.
No call. Should have been 3 free throws. 3 of them, bro. She should have had 3 of them. This is freaking ridiculous, bro. I mean, ridiculous. We need to write the WNBA right now because these referees have to go. They have to go. I mean, damn, dog. I mean, bro, Aaliyah Boston hacked every damn play. Every time Caitlin Clark fed up the ball, Aaliyah Boston was getting hacked. Time after time after time again. Play after play after play.
Let's speak about that last play once again. I need you all to see it. It seemed like the Fever needed to play flawless basketball to remain close, and even that wasn't enough. Caitlin Clark is attempting to escape by running off screens. She turns the corner, grabs the ball, and with 1 second remaining, goes up for the shot, and Natasha Cloud locks her up straight up body-to-body contact, which is a foul in every league at every level, and they didn't call it. The crazy thing is that yesterday, I made a video in which I suggested that Natasha Cloud might have targeted Caitlin during this game. Someone even brought it up in the comments, and look what happened. She was the reason Clark never got that final clean look. That call or non-all was a disgrace. And yes, I wish we had a better camera angle to break it down further, but we don't need one because it's clear Caitlin was fouled from the one angle we do have.
This is bad, bro. My God, bro. Let me try to blow it up.
Cloud!
That's it.
Screening action down low. Clark has to get open. 1 second left.
Foul right there. Boom.
Clark doesn't get the shot off. Cloud locks her up. And New York comes into Indianapolis and takes the checkered flag.
I'm not saying the Fever played flawlessly. They committed 15 turnovers and missed a few crucial shots, but that's not the point. The point is that the referees let it go, which is why people are demanding that they be fired. This is why the game went viral, because fans aren't stupid. They know what we saw, and what we saw was a superstar player denied a chance to tie or win the game on national TV.
Look, Natasha Cloud, and I made a video yesterday. I told y'all Natasha Cloud could possibly be the reason. I hope not, but she could possibly be the reason Caitlin Clark get attacked this game. Somebody tipped me off and saying that in the comment sections yesterday of the video. I say, watch, there's always a player every game to screw over Caitlin. In this game, it was Natasha Cloud. So shout out to you who predicted that Natasha Cloud was going to be the reason Caitlin Clark never get screwed over in this game.
Screening action down low. Clark has to get open. 1 second left. Clark doesn't get the shot off.
That was a foul, guys. And I wish we had another angle. Oh my God, I wish we had another angle. So, guys, I'm literally surfing the web right now. To try to get us some footage, man. Because this right here is ridiculous. Natasha Cloud straight up foul Caitlin Clark. And yeah. And then Stephanie White is in hot water too because she didn't challenge it. She didn't challenge no call whatsoever. They had a challenge left to use, but Stephanie White did not use it, bro.
The Fever were excellent enough to win this game, but the authorities disallowed them, and worse. The league most likely won't do anything, but they must, because this type of officiating affects more than just one game. It affects the league's trust and how new fans view the product. This was meant to be a statement game. The night Caitlin Clark proved to the world that she could compete with the W's best, and she did, but it wasn't enough because she wasn't only up against the Liberty.
She could have challenged that final play, bro. My God. But let's get into some of the highlights of the game. That is Caitlin Clark shooting these threes, bro, because I'm telling you right now, I'm finna cook, bro.
Bodies on the floor. Clark 1-on-3 trying to split the defense. Goes into
Caitlin Clark came in that third quarter.
And
cooking.
a fearless Caitlin Clark here.
Watch how she uses her body to shield the defender. That's just beautifully done by Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark came in cooking, guys. This is when things went downhill. So this is them calling a foul on Lexi Hall, right? This foul is determining. This foul right here was the reason they won.
She was competing against referees who obviously didn't want her to win. I prefer breaking down highlights and discussing about. What worked well, however, this was horrible, so sometimes you have to call out the bullshit.
I don't get it. I don't know. But I do think there are two takeaways. 90-88 final score. But it should be noted This is probably the best team in the league. The Fever lost by 2, and Caitlin Clark was 2 of 12 from three-point range. All right, do you know how few games she will ever be or ever shoot? She may never have another stretch in her career.
And what exacerbates it, Coach Stephanie White had a challenge remaining, but she didn't even use it. Let me analyze this down because it gets worse every time Caitlin feeds the ball to Leah Boston down low. Boston gets smacked repeatedly without any calls, and the Fever had a challenge in their back pocket, but they chose not to throw it down on that last play. That decision could come back to haunt them. Nalissa Smith's similar situation with Kelsey Mitchell. The Liberty was allowed to play as physically as they would by the referees. But as soon as a Fever player blew the whistle, it became one-sided, and the Liberty made 25 of 32 free throws.